Hey Dean, just kind of wanted to go over some of the basic functionality from when you're sitting in the driver's seat for you. One nice thing with the keyless entry and the push button start is the fact that this key fob never really has to come out of your pocket. What you can do is you can actually lock the car. I just lock it twice to make sure that it actually is locked for safety purposes. And then to remote start the vehicle, you just press and hold this little round button for a couple seconds here. And it might not start since we're actually in here. But obviously outside the vehicle, it'll start for you. The nice thing is then you never have to take this key fob out of your pocket. You can leave it right here in the center for you. And all you have to do is put your foot on the brake and then tap the engine start stop button right there. And then you hear the nice purr of the twin turbo motor there for you. As you get started, kind of working through your system up here for you. Obviously you have your volume control buttons right here for you, so you never really have to look down to take your hands off the wheel as far as for the volume control. These other two up and down buttons here are going to control and switch you through all your different favorites as you go through them here. And you'll notice it actually pops them up right in front of you down here as well as you go through your favorites, so you can see which station you're on without having to look away. This little bar right here in the middle corresponds with these two arrows. So these two arrows don't actually push a button for you, but this bar, it'll slide left and right, up and down as well. And what that button does is that controls everything that you're seeing in your driver information center up here. Basically right now, we have the layout set for the most balanced and basic layout that you can have designed in front of you. So as you can see on your left hand side, that's all your info pages. And so you can scroll to the left using your arrow over here, and then scroll up through all your different pages, which will display whatever information you may be interested in learning more about. And then as you scroll across, in your middle, you can control what you may see as far as navigation, your settings, which is where you can change your layout to a different mode, and such as switching your display layout right there, and then you can change it to whatever layout you so choose. Going back, and then as I said, you can go through your navigation, get you back to where it shows your compass as well as your digital speed right around your other tachometer there. Going across, and then on your right hand side, you can control, right now it's showing our radio, which we don't have obviously XM signal here right now at the moment, but you can also see your phone, which would be able to display your contacts or your navigation, and then once again back to your radio. And then obviously on your right hand side is all your gas gauge and your temperature gauge for you. You'll notice right now you have your automatic headlights on, and that's what that button is, which are controlled for you. And then on right here, there's the little car with the little speed gauge. That is for your cruise control. Your cruise control works just the same as this bar, except for it's this bar on this side. To turn the system on and off, you use the right side of the bar, and as you tap that button, it'll remove and display that white little tachometer up in your driver information screen there. And then as say you're going down the road and you're cruising at 60 miles an hour and you want to set your speedometer, you make sure your cruise control is turned on, and then all you do is push the button down. You click the whole button bar down, and then it'll actually pop up on there and say speed set to 60 miles an hour. As you're going, the speed limit kicks up to 65. You can either accelerate more using the gas pedal and then hit set, or you can just click the button up a couple of times until you get to 65. Obviously, say you're coming up to another car and you want to cancel the speedometer, you can either hit the brake or you can just tap this far left button and that will cancel the cruise control for you. The other buttons on this side for you are your heated steering wheel here, which will heat the whole outside of the steering wheel. And then this button up here on the top right, that one's going to be your forward collision alert. And so that is part of your safety package that comes on here, and as you press it, it'll display up here 3 bars for your gap, and it'll tell you that you're at a far distance. If you tap it again, it works just like your heated seat, and it'll change your gap adjustment to a medium as well as close. And then one more time, it'll turn the whole. You can turn the whole system off if you don't like it. But what that is that's your forward collision alert. If there's a car in front of you, whether you're cruising down the highway or in the middle of a city, it'll actually start alerting you that you're coming up to them too fast. So that's kind of a nice safety system that you have on the new vehicles. The final buttons are for your voice recognition here and your Bluetooth. And so basically this button here, the little person talking, can control just about everything on the vehicle. You can change your radio station, you can make an outgoing call, you can answer the phone if someone's calling you, and all you have to do is hit that button, and then as you do that, there will be a person that comes on and says, please say a command. After they say, please say a command, there will be a beep. You always want to wait until the beep before you start speaking, otherwise the system will not quite recognize what you're trying to do and you'll have some issues with it. So for instance, you may say,
"Command, please."
"Tune to XM15.
15 XM, correct?
Yes. And then it switches you right to your channel 15, which obviously, once again, we're inside, so we don't have XM signal. The nice thing, as I mentioned, say someone's calling in, you're jamming out to your radio, all of a sudden your phone rings. As long as your Bluetooth is connected, you can hit this button here to pick up the phone, and you can speak to your microphone, which is just above you up here. You don't have to talk up to it. Obviously, keep your eyes on the road for safety. But when it's all said and done, you're done talking with the person, you may hit this button down here and hang up the phone. Pretty simple and easy. But it's a very nice system and it works very well. The fact that you can use your natural voice and you don't have to sound like a robot while you're talking to your car. So basically, the whole steering wheel makes it so that you can keep your eyes on the road and use all the functionality of the vehicle still from right here in front of you. So the system's a great system for it.